Wow. When Mario first got with me, he was my manager. He got me a couple of gigs.
Mario opened the doors for a lot of it. Okay. Mario had the gift. Mario can talk to anybody and get anything for anybody. Doors were closed, Mario can open doors.
Mario was alive, Mario would have been big. Mario would have been big. He had a gift. Yeah. I never forget when nobody could get Audubon Ballroom and Mario went in there, me and Mario went up there and I waited outside. He said, I'll be right back, Sidney. And he went in there with a cigarette hanging out the side of his mouth. He goes in the Audubon Ballroom. He came back, he said, we got the Audubon Ballroom. Toe band bottle, we got it.
Yeah.
And we went, then we called, we got Flash, Herc.
Mario does not get the credit that he deserves in terms of his role in this. And what happened for Mario, I like to consider Mario, he was the first like hip-hop impresario.
Right.
Because it was street culture. It was street hip-hop.
I want to ask you, well, I've heard Kaz talk, and I actually agree with it. I want to ask y'all what y'all think of it. He said something like,
Mario played with a mixer.
Yeah, he played with a mixer, but he wasn't
Flash.
Yeah, but was Mario? Mario was more of a promoter than he was a DJ.
And I think what it was throwing people off is because we know Theodore and Flash with all that cutting and scratching, they masters of it, expertise and all this stuff. So I think when we say Mario started hip hop, people are looking at it, well, where's his cutting? Where's his scratching? Where's his thing? So Mario had different hats. You know what I'm saying? Definitely. So I heard Grandmaster Kaz say, and I agree with it. He said Mario was more of a promoter.
Yeah.
Would you agree with that?
Because you know why? Mario grew out of it.
He was a DJ too.
He grew
but
out
he was
of
more
it.
of a promoter. Would you agree with that?
Later, listen, you gotta look at the signs. Look. Just like we grew out of breakdancing.
Right.
Mario at first was in the park. He was there, he putting it on. As Mario got older, what he started doing? Go ahead, Theodore, get on the thing.
Right.
Go ahead, Flash, get on the
exactly.
thing. He started growing out of it.
I would say he had like talent shows. Yeah. Wasn't he like talent shows?
Listen,
he grew out of it.
Tell you, I'm going to answer your question.
Right.
All right. If Mario started out being a promoter.
No, not that he started off. He said he was more of a
Listen. Right. If he was into to promotion in the beginning, he would have never came out in DJ.
He had somebody else do it.
He would have hired Mario.
Why was he did? He's the DJ against Tex right here in the first section.
In the first section.
Him and Tex.
Wait, I don't sure I follow what you saying. What you saying?
Okay, so if he started out promoting, right, like he did, because that's what he evolved to. He started off doing the music. People started coming. His business mind said, wait a minute, I could charge 50 cents to come to this.
Right.
Okay, now, I'm not that good to do this. Let somebody else do it.
Right.
But it's my stuff, it's my whatever. And that's what happened.
Okay. So what if I say Mario put on a production and that production turned out to be hip hop?
Nah, it was already going on.
He put on a production and his production turns out to be hip hop.
But you know
why?
Exactly.
And I'm gonna tell you why.
Exactly.
I'm gonna tell you exactly why. Because if he didn't open the door, if he didn't have the music outside, and doing that, we wouldn't have came and said, yo, this is what we doing. What we gonna do.
It would have never gave us the opportunity to show it all.
There you go.
Right.
So that's what it is. It's like he had big talent show. I would say talent show. He had Zulu Nation, Africa Bear Bottle, all these people coming through.
Mike, this is word ball. Every day I love. You couldn't believe how big that shit was back then.
Word, yo.
Yo, that shit, we used to be like, oh shit, right? First, when it first started through the carriage room, it was getting bigger.
Right.
But when he brought that shit outside, son,
yo,
we was like, yo, everybody from, listen, man. that shit could be heard.
Respect.
Like you could be here, he be in Rosedale Park.
Right.
And you can hear that shit.
And
right
you see
in
like
there.
the Mr. Softy. Straight to there.
And again, we gotta tell people like
Straight
Rodney.
to there.
We gotta tell Rodney C and whoever else.
These fucking spooks came out of their own fucking neighborhood. It's our fucking neighborhood.
They used to get together in front of 1715,
Right.
the parking lot coming from Brooklyn.
Right.
Okay, and they used to have the mountain talk. We'd be out there singing and playing, and they started.
That was unheard of
That
in the
was
Bronx
unheard
streets
of.
before Mario and the Spades did it.
That's
With all the racism going on, that was unheard of. Mario and the Spades was the first to do it on that level.
That's right.
That's the foundation. Respect the foundation.
Right.
Yo, it was unheard of. Cause yo,
Right.
even us,
Right.
when we first started coming out,
Right.
we was like, yo, and we say, yo, Black, y'all niggas dead. Show me
Right.
how y'all
Right.
get down.
Like that.
And we just all start.
Do those shit.
You know what I
Right.
mean?
Right.
And
Right.
next thing you know,
Willie would be doing the burning
everybody
shit.
start getting involved. Everybody
Right.
just start getting involved.
Right,
For the
'cause
youth,
everybody-
for the youth, by the youth.
Right, because everybody couldn't get on the turntables.
Right,
Everybody
right,
couldn't
right,
MC
right,
all the
MC.
time or whatever.
But a
So,
lot of people could
could
dance.
dance.
Right.
See what I'm saying? A lot of people was able to dance. That's why dance was more popular than everything.
That's right.
Because a lot of people was able to dance.
And that's, and you
And
know what?
catch
Hold
that
up.
beat.
Yo,
And
he
catch
just
that
said
beat.
that. He just said something that's so important. That's when the DJ started cutting and
up.
scratching.
And I'm telling you, when they start doing it,
Because
it threw us off.
everybody was going to circling
Right.
around the dancer,
Yeah, right.
and then the DJ was like, "Okay,"
playing no
and then
more attention.
they'll come over to the DJ and say, "Oh shit, oh shit,"
Yeah.
even if he just picked up the needle,
Yeah.
and did something and put that, there was something that they didn't hear.
Right.
And they would rock it, and that come to the DJ now. But then that would get a little
After
bit whatever,
a while-
and they run back to the
after a
dancers.
while,
Because then the
the
dancer would be
cutting-
like, oh no,
After
oh
all
no.
that, after a while, the cutting. I want to be honest with you. I think this is really why made us stop dancing. Because of all that cutting shit.
Right, you couldn't do
We
it.
was
You
like,
couldn't even
yo,
MC to
like
it.
we'd start off, we'd be like, boom, 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 boom. You know what I mean?
Right,
We'd
and then
be
the cutting
catching
and
the
scratching.
beat.
Right.
And when we hit that shit, we be do, do, da, boom, boom, do. We
Right.
be doing all kinds of shit, right? You know, the monster, the dancing and all that. We was doing all that shit. Then they'll go, and they be like, yo, what is you doing? We be like, oh, man, come on, man.
And so
Fucking
and
it up.
that's what I'm telling.
Right.
That's what I'm saying to Rodney C. So remember, we had James Brown.
Instead of saying soul power, we say spade power.
Right? We had James Brown. Right? We had Babe Ruth. We had Scorpio.
They played Scorpio more than they played.
What's that, Scorpio?
Yeah, Scorpio. Dennis Coffee.
Dennis Coffee, Scorpio. Now these are records that you let the whole record play.
Especially turning loose.
Turn it loose. Get up and get
Yo,
it. Turn
listen.
it loose. And then
Yo,
when
they
that
play
break
that?
part comes on, when that break part comes on, we lose it.
Mario hit that goddamn shit, boom! Yo, we be gone.
Lose it.
He be like, move out the way, everybody move out the way. He knew. Mario said, let him go.
That
Yo,
is
it was
hip-hop,
crazy.
my
That
man.
was hip-hop.
That's hip-hop, my
I mean,
man.
Yo, this is before.
What did you think that was?
Yeah, yo, man.
What did you want to say that was?
Bamboo Aries.
Mario was battling Bambino. I mean, like,
You know, so it was always like a battle, always a battle with them two. The Zulus and Bronx River, they always want to make Mario look bad, but Mario didn't care. Well, Mario was getting paid. That's all he was concerned with.
Why they wanted to make him look bad?
Because
Why?
they had a thing with, I guess, with Bronx there. You remember the projects back there, competition.
Right.
You know, it was a battle thing. It was always like a battle. You know, and they, oh, Bam, go ahead, Bam. And Bam played the thing, and the people go crazy and all that. Mario sit there with a cigarette in his mouth. Mario don't care.
So now, Mario did like before, whatever. And we came on the scene and we threw Mario in there. And then all of a sudden, people is like, they forgetting about the lie and saying, yo, Mario was the shit. This is what happened. This is real stuff. So now all that lie shit is put to the side.
Right.
So somebody got to come back and say, yo, well, Mario wasn't this.
Yeah.
How did Mario name even get in it?
You can't listen. You can't.
How he get in it?
You can't say Mario was somebody if you was involved at the time of scratching.
Right.
You can't say
you would never say that.
You don't know him for doing that.
Right.
So you gonna go with what it was. Flash scratching with the elbow. Remember, I know all about that. We know all that shit. We doing with the elbow.
I started doing all that.
Listen. We called it corny until Mario got into it.
Right.
When Mario got into it, remember, he's a spade. So when he jacked it, we started jacking it.
Right.
We wasn't jacking it at first. Think about it. We was doing shit, but we wasn't that MCing. And Mario was the first one, him and Jack, on the mic talking about jump. We didn't even have people on the mic back then.
Right.
Another question I want to ask y'all, right? And Tariq Nasheed said it in the video, right? He asked a good question.
Now, who was the liaison between the disco DJ and the hip hop DJ? Was it like what's his name?
And he asked a good question. He said, I forgot the exact words, but he used the word liaison. And I looked it up. It means like a connection.
Right.
So he was saying, who was the connection between disco and hip hop?
It would be Mario.
I would say because of when disco came out at the time, because Mario was playing what was coming out was Mario.
Right.
Okay. And so
Mario was connected to more shit going on in hip hop today. That's why I say he's the most important key to hip hop.
And this is so important that you say that we say this. So remember, in the creation of hip hop, we were kids. And when we were going to the floor, we were doing it against each other.
We wasn't doing it. We was just dancing.
As soon as we got up a little bit of thing, and that was going to be one of the questions I asked. So, do you mean the freak is not hip hop? Do you mean the hustle is not hip hop?
None of that's hip hop.
That's none of that's hip hop. Because as soon as we was able to get the girl and rub the girl butt, spin her around, catch her back like this, and hold her, do the freak and shit, all that shit. We doing that at a hip hop jam.
At hip hop joints.
At the hip hop jam.
And 123, you know how much shit was going on in there, man?
Listen.
Yo.
And that was Mario's venue.
All of them cats played in 123 at one time or another. So Mario was really responsible for that.
Yo.
Exactly.
That was Mario's venue.
You talking about a dark spot.
Right.
A dark spot.
The corner of the
one gym in the split.
Right.
You got niggas over here, dudes over here, girls over here.
Right.
You don't know what, man, listen.
And
talking about making love in the club?
Right. And that's another thing. Yo, hold up. I'm so glad. Yo, listen. This is the whole shit where people don't even get.
And we youth.
At the end of all of our hip hop jams, we will play the Isley Blood Brothers at the end.
I'm telling you.
And that's when you get the girl and you go.
And you go. That's why I told you it was a lot of shit going on.
They don't know about that.
Listen, they're like when it, like, okay,
you danced the whole night.
And remember, we didn't have parties from 6 to 12. Our shit went. Sometimes we broke night at 120.
Right. Remember the yo
night.
And Rosedale
Park breaking night.
Right.
This was going on all night long.
And still wasn't over because we go to the hallways. We go to the hallways and continue it.
Yo, it was crazy. They start shutting shit down because these people start calling, telling them private houses, yo, these dudes been doing this shit all night. Yo, get them motherfuckers out of here. If it was up to Mario, he would have kept going. Day after day. He would said, Tex, take over. Go ahead. I'll come back and take over for you. That's not, we was coming out of spots in the parks, and his son's coming up.
I think if you ask Bam, which I would never ask Bam.
Bam know too.
But Bam also got most of his shit from Mario.
From Mario, that's what I just said. Yeah.
No, but I'm saying like you're saying like everybody is gonna automatically say Herc. I don't believe that. I think now that it's cool to say Mario. I mean, it's cool to say Herc because Mario passed a long time ago.
Nah, you can't say that. You can't say if Mario was here today, Kool Herc would still be the name.
No, he definitely would, but I think more people would have Mario in their voice and in their comments if he wouldn't have passed early.
I agree with that. I agree with that as well, and that would have added to the conversation as far as.